are the top 3 things any brand new real estate agent should do? The first one is select a broker. Now, this is something you're probably thinking about during your pre-licensing process because all those lunches and coffees and happy hours are sponsored by brokerages, or even your school might be owned by a brokerage. So it might just be easy to join that company, but you have to figure out where you have the correct fit. Now, how do you find the right brokerage fit? I've got some other videos that go in depth on this, but in general, when you're new to real estate, you're going to find out a huge truth right away. When you come to me, I'm going to tell you, good, you got your license. Now put all of that to the side for a second. I've got to show you how this works in reality. Not because the laws are irrelevant, but because the interpersonal way that we conduct real estate is deeper than a book can ever teach. It's your eye contact, it is your body language, it is the way that you communicate, ask questions, and listen. All of those things are important. And if your broker does not immediately pour into you like that, then you got to find another broker. It's not about a 2-week training class. It's not about anything more than somebody showing you how to dial into your own sales skills. And when I say sales skills, don't feel grossed out. Real estate is sales. And you're going to have to learn how to read people and help them get what they want. So step 1 is picking that broker. Now, step 2, now that you've selected a broker and your license is hanging somewhere, you've got a phone. Now, I can't use mine as an example because I'm making the video on it, but in that phone is a contact manager. You need to call everybody in your phone and say, hey, this is Leigh Brown with One Community Real Estate, although use your name and your company, and tell people you've decided to take a new course of career into professional real estate. Then be quiet for a second and let them respond. They might say, congratulations, or they'll say, you're nuts, and who knows what they're going to say, but you just prepare yourself for any reaction. This is great training, by the way, because if somebody's ugly to you about being in real estate, you can get inquisitive and ask them why. What causes you to react like that? Is it something you read in an article somewhere? Was it a personal experience you had? Talk to me a little bit. Help me be prepared to be better than what you experienced in the past. If they give you a super positive reaction, then you can say, thank you for being excited for me. I'm so excited. And by the way, may I send you some business cards so that you can then give my information to anyone you know that might need professional representation. This is hard to do. In fact, I'm going to wager a guess that 90% of active agents have not called everybody in their phone because you have this wild fear that most people will be like that first scenario where they trash the whole idea of real estate. I don't think most people are ugly like that. There are just trolls on the internet who enjoy it, and then those rest of them are bots. So you can ignore all of that. Most people are decent humans who are going to be excited when you're excited. Now, the third thing I want you to do right away when you get into this business, sign up for a class. And I know that sounds kind of crazy because once you get your pre-licensing done and you've been awarded that pocket card by the real estate commission, you feel like you've crossed the hurdle and you're done. Baby, you're not done, because you will find out that you have to be willing to learn every single day to do great things in real estate. Now, you might take a class through your realtor association where they're teaching you some nuts and bolts of the business. You might take a class through the insurance crowd where you can learn about flood insurance and how property insurance works. You might take a class at your Chamber of Commerce on local leadership so that you can meet some people and get engaged. But whatever you're doing, decide to be an active learner every single day of your business life. If there is one thing that survivors in real estate have in common and top producers have in common, it is their unquenchable desire to learn. And it's not just to learn about the mechanics of real estate. It is a desire to learn about consumer behavior, because at its core, real estate is a servant leadership opportunity. And one thing you're going to find is that if you help people get what they want, eventually you'll get what you want. Now, for more tips on training, there's a whole bunch of stuff over here. You can get my coaching. You can go to the free stuff. Just go enjoy it. But most of all, welcome to the show. This is the best profession.